The My Patient List feature was developed to make billing easier when seeing a recurring patient. This is very useful when rounding or when you follow a patient over a period of time. It works similar to a checklist of patients that you need to bill for a specific location and date. This feature is synchronized with the mobile app, so you can create a patient list and work on whatever device you prefer without missing any important information. The first step is to create the facility for your list. For clinic patients, use outpatient/no facility. In this example, I'm seeing patients at North York General Hospital, so I'll add that facility. Next, I'll need to add patients to my North York General list. Simply type in the name of the patients and add them to the list. For the new patients, enter the health card number and we'll pre-populate the patient's demographic information. Our next step is to set up our service codes. I'm an internist at North York General Hospital, so I'll add these commonly used service codes. I'm now ready to bill my first set of patients, but first, let's take a quick look at the interface. You can select the service date for all patients here. You can also change the date just for one specific patient. I can view the history of claims for this patient by clicking History. The service codes I configured are showing here. Simply check off the codes you want to bill, and you can also change the quantity by either typing in the digits or using your mouse. You'll notice that the existing admission date, referring physician, diagnostic codes, and service codes have been pre-populated, as these are the patients I've billed in the past. You can also bill multiple patients at once by pressing Submit All at the bottom of the page after entering all the information. For the new patient at last, I had to enter his patient information earlier. I'll also need to enter the diagnostic code and referring physician information as required. I am now ready to bill for these 3 patients. Let's check these 4 claims that I recently billed. As for different scenarios, let's say I need to bill patients in my list for a different date. Again, you'll notice that the admission date, referring physician, and diagnostic code have been pre-populated, and also the last service code you used for that patient. This time, I want to bill a code that I have not configured, a telephone consultation between physicians, K730. This code wasn't part of my favorite codes, as I don't always bill it, so I'll enter that in the Other Code section. For the next patient, I've seen him and then discharged, so I'll bill the discharge code and click Discharge. This will remove the patient from my list. For the third patient, he's no longer under my care, so I will remove him from my list. Finally, for more advanced billing, I can always use the traditional MDBilling.ca interface, which I've set up various favorite codes. Since I've billed this patient using the traditional claims interface, I can click on Yes so that this patient shows that it has been billed. You will now see that there are only 2 patients on your list moving forward, as we had discharged 1 patient and deleted 1. Finally, let's look at some more advanced features. Click on the Service Code Editor and you'll see a few useful features. You can change the action button from Submit to Save. In the previous example, whenever I billed my claims, they were immediately queued for submission to the Ministry of Health. However, I may just want to save the claims, review, and then submit them later. Another useful feature is to add an alias for my service codes and also rearrange them. One useful code is the automatic code, IBTMA, which will automatically bill the Day 2, Day 3, or inpatient codes including the E083 MRP premium for you. We will select the correct service code for you based on the admission date. Please review our help manual for more details. Finally, I can add a description for each patient. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have any further questions, please contact us at support@MDBilling.ca. at MDBilling.ca.